What are you doing on a train in South Africa, might I ask?
I'm not going to drive as we talk. I'm going to stay static if that's all right with you.
Yeah, so the Prime Minister just called me to talk about trains. It's been a weird day. Once I'd psyched myself up to speak to an actual world leader, I received a call from the G20 summit in Johannesburg. This is the full conversation. It's only 5 minutes, but I wanted you to see basically the extent of what we talked about. It's not Newsnight level journalism, this. Nevertheless, it's incredibly surreal. Hello, good afternoon, Prime Minister.
I'm in the driving seat of a train in South Africa, in Joburg.
Okay, so what are you doing on a train in South Africa, might I ask?
So this train that I'm on, and there's one, I'll just turn you around, there's one there as well, is a train that was built in Derby, and as a result of an agreement we've reached, the trains that are built in Derby are being used, we've just got a new contract here, they're going to be used on the airport run here in Johannesburg in South Africa. So that's why I'm here talking to the people who are actually servicing the trains here in the depot just behind me.
So whilst the Prime Minister has been in South Africa for the G20 summit, he's also announced this new deal whereby British expertise about trains and rail systems is going to be helping people in South Africa to reform their rail network. There's this organisation called Crossrail International, which, I'll be honest, I'd not heard of before, but they've actually been doing stuff already, who are going to be doing this support to the South Africa government. But yeah, Crossrail International. I mean, obviously the Elizabeth Line, Crossrail, has been such a massive success. So the more cross-railing we can do, the better. I mean, that's quite a long journey for the train to take from Derby to South Africa. I don't think that's a regular service, but that's exciting.
No, it's not a regular service, but it's such a good news story because it shows that, firstly, there's always good business between South Africa and the United Kingdom, but it also shows the quality of what we do back in the UK and how it's wanted around the world. So I'm really pleased to be here in the driver's seat. I'm not going to drive as we talk. I'm going to stay static if that's all right with you.
I couldn't actually hear what the Prime Minister was saying in this bit, so I'm just like, yeah, okay, great, excellent. Anyway. Amazing. I mean, that's very exciting to hear. I mean, how is this going to benefit people here in the UK?
Well, because the jobs will be in Derby in making these trains and making the parts for these trains. But it's only an example. There are plenty of other examples where we do these international trips, where we're always looking to do deals which result in both money into our economy and jobs back at home. So we've done deals, for example, with Norway, where we had a massive order for frigates to be built in the United Kingdom, had an order with Turkey for Typhoons, and I'm really pleased that this particular order is in relation to trains.
I must ask you, Prime Minister, you must, in your career, have travelled around quite a bit on trains to various places around the country. Do you have a favourite line or section of travel to go on? Are you just heads down the whole time?
Firstly, I really like travelling by train. I much prefer it to travelling by car. So whenever I can, I go by train. And I've had, I don't know how many, I've been to every county in the United Kingdom many times over. So I've done a lot of train journeys. If I was to pick one, it wouldn't be one of the recent ones. It would be a sort of historic one for me. When I was growing up, I lived on the Surrey-Kent border in a place called Oxted. And just down the road was the Bluebell line. This is an old steam train in Sussex. And when I was growing up, I remember our parents taking us very excitedly for a day out on the Bluebell line, which is still there. So if I had to go for a favourite, I'd go just because of the memories of growing up and the excitement it gave us of going on the Bluebell line for a day out.
I also grew up on a steam railway, which makes me sound like I was born on a carriage. But yeah, it's so enticing and magical, isn't it?
Yeah, there's something really lovely about train travel. One, for me now, I can work on the train, which is great, often get briefed on the train, but also you go through beautiful parts of the countryside by train, and you see so much of the country. So yeah, as I say, I'll always travel by train if I can, but it's great to come to South Africa to champion our trains and to talk to some of the engineers here who are looking after trains that were made in Derby. They're going to do the airport run here, There's very heavy airport traffic. So I think they originally were used for the World Cup when it was in South Africa.
Ah, right, okay.
But now they've got heavy usage of the airport, so in and out of Joburg. So that's what these trains are going to be used for, which is why they need regular servicing.
So, unlike the referee's view of Lampard's goal during that World Cup game, we got this deal over the line.
Well, it wasn't quite that. But what a good idea that is, doing deals over controversial decisions in football matches. We'd have a lot of deals, that's for sure.
Yeah, enough to talk about there, I'm sure, yeah.
But it's Scotland we're celebrating at the moment, having just qualified.
I know, I saw that the other night. That was an amazing game.
Yeah, it was. And Kier got a great goal to make it 3-2. He's, of course, an ex-Arsenal player.
I know, yeah.
And was a great favourite with the Arsenal fans. So I was very, very pleased to see him get that goal. And I'm really pleased for Scotland to have got through.
Yeah, we sort of derailed the conversation there. And yes, that pun's intentional. Come on. Yeah, no, let's hope for some more home nations getting through. But I know you're in a rush. You've got lots of people to meet, so I won't keep you too long. But thank you very much for taking some time to chat.
No, not at all. Thanks very much indeed. Thank you. Bye-bye now.
Cheers, Keir. Yep, so that is a thing that happened to me. Blimey. I'm sure he was incredibly won over by my charm, wit and style, but I'm under no illusions that I'm suddenly going to be able to kind of meaningfully influence the Prime Minister in 5 minutes. But I really believe very passionately about the importance of public transport in our society. I mean, on the one hand, you've got the financial opportunity that it unlocks, being able to bring people to work opportunities. It's the most efficient mode of transport, the sort of social benefit, an accessible way of having freedom, I suppose, and being able to travel all around the country, around the world, seeing different communities, experiencing different cultures, being able to see the wealth of what our country offers. I mean, that's the main reason I do all this stuff. It's just curiosity, really. Yes, I am biased in the sense that I want as much public transport as possible. In short, I feel like I've sort of accidentally ended up, in a casual way, in rail advocacy. And if I can advocate for rail to the man in the driving seat, in this case literally, I'm going to take that opportunity. I don't know where I go from here. How can I get a bigger guest? Do you think, like, Sir Paul McCartney cares about trains? Bye!